The wisdom of age. In the quiet village of Greenvale, where the fields were always lush and the air was fresh, lived an old man named Oliver. Oliver was the oldest person in the village, and his years had brought him much wisdom and experience. He had a kind smile and a gentle manner, and the villagers often sought his advice. Oliver lived in a cozy cottage at the edge of the village, surrounded by a beautiful garden that he tended with care. Every morning, he would take a slow walk through the village, greeting everyone he met. The children loved to listen to his stories, and the adults appreciated his counsel. One sunny afternoon, as Oliver was sitting on a bench in the village square, a young boy named Jamie approached him. Jamie was curious and full of questions. He had always admired Oliver and wanted to know more about his life. "Mr. Oliver," Jamie said, "can you tell me what it's like to be old? Do you ever wish you were young again?" Oliver chuckled softly and patted the bench beside him, inviting Jamie to sit. "Ah, Jamie, age is a curious thing. It brings with it many changes, but also many blessings. Let me share with you what I've learned." Jamie sat eagerly, his eyes wide with anticipation. "When I was young," Oliver began, "I was full of energy and ambition. I wanted to see the world and achieve great things. And I did have many adventures. But as I grew older, I realized that there is a different kind of adventure in simply living each day with gratitude and joy." Oliver's eyes sparkled as he spoke. "Being old means having a wealth of memories. I can look back on my life and see all the wonderful moments I've experienced. It's like having a treasure chest filled with precious gems. Each memory is a gem, and I can take them out and relive them whenever I wish." Jamie listened intently. "But aren't there things you miss about being young?" "Of course," Oliver replied. "There are times when I miss the physical strength and the sense of endless possibilities that youth brings. But with age comes wisdom, and that is something truly valuable. I've learned to appreciate the simple things in life, the beauty of a sunset, the sound of birds singing, the laughter of children." Oliver paused for a moment, then continued. "I've also learned that growing old is not something to fear. It's a natural part of life, and each stage has its own beauty. As we age, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We learn to cherish the moments we have and to find joy in the present." Jamie nodded thoughtfully. "I think I understand, Mr. Oliver. You're saying that being old is like having a special kind of wisdom that comes from all your experiences." "Exactly," Oliver said with a smile. "And that wisdom allows us to guide others, to share what we've learned, and to make a positive impact on those around us. Just as I am sharing my stories with you now, one day you will have your own stories to share." As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the village, Jamie stood up. "Thank you, Mr. Oliver. I feel like I've learned something important today." Oliver watched Jamie run off, feeling a sense of satisfaction. He knew that the wisdom of age was a gift, one that he could pass on to the younger generation. It was a way of ensuring that the lessons he had learned would continue to live on. Over the next few days, Jamie shared Oliver's words with his friends and family. The villagers began to see Oliver not just as an old man, but as a valuable source of knowledge and inspiration. They appreciated his presence even more and sought his guidance in their own lives. One evening, the village held a special celebration to honor Oliver. They gathered in the village square, bringing food and music, and shared stories of how Oliver had touched their lives. Oliver sat among them, his heart full of gratitude and joy. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, Oliver spoke to the gathered crowd. "Thank you, my dear friends. I am deeply touched by your kindness. Remember, age is not a burden, but a gift. It brings with it the wisdom of experience and the joy of a life well lived. Embrace each stage of life with an open heart, and you will find beauty in every moment." The villagers cheered and clapped, their hearts filled with admiration and respect for Oliver. That night, they danced and sang, celebrating not just the life of one man, but the wisdom and joy that comes with age. And so, in the village of Greenvale, the wisdom of age was cherished and celebrated. Oliver's legacy lived on, inspiring future generations to appreciate the beauty of growing older and to find joy in every stage of life. Through his gentle words and kind heart, Oliver had shown that the true treasure of life is not in staying young, but in living fully and sharing the wisdom of the heart.